first project, we're going to be showing how to stamp a detailed image. For this project, you're going to need a detailed stamp, graphite black brilliance ink pad, medium acrylic block for the stamp, white card, clear embossing powder, stamp cleaner, a cleaning mat and some kitchen towel. Now I've already pre-stamped one of the detailed images on the card here in different coloured black ink pads. Tuxedo black memento, black soot distress ink, pitch black Adirondack, graphite black brilliance, onyx black VersaFine and jet black StazOn. All of these stamp out slightly differently. My personal preference is the graphite black brilliant. For me it gives a far clearer impression than any of the others. So this is the one that I'm going to be using to stamp out the detailed stamp in. So I'm going to take this ink pad and use this to stamp my detailed image. The ink pad has a little case inside it, and this helps keep the ink moist within the ink pad. So this is a good thing to keep hold of. So I've laid my stamp flat on the surface. I'm going to take my ink pad and with gentle light tapping motions ink my stamp up. Now I've got my piece of card here. So take the stamp between your thumb and your fingers, place it centrally onto the piece of paper and stamp firmly. Paying particular attention to the centre of the stamp. Remove the stamp straight up, holding your paper, and that way you get a nice detailed image. Now you don't always have to stamp in black. Sometimes it's nice to have different colours as well. I've got some different impressions using that same stamp, using stone grey StazOn, timber brown StazOn, starlight black brilliance and rich cocoa memento. Now all of these work very well and are worth considering. As well as people having trouble often with detail stamps, I'm often asked about using small stamps as well. People often use far too much pressure when using little stamps, so I'm just going to show you the type of pressure that you need when you're using stamps of this size. So I'm going to use the same black brilliance ink pad, and again, even though this is a little stamp, just pop it, stamp uppermost onto your surface. Lots of light tapping just as before and stamp out onto card. Now you can see very little pressure was needed there. The mistake people tend to do is actually press, and you can see how the image then becomes more smudged and a bolder type of image as well. So it's literally just light tapping, very light pressure, and that is enough to stamp out a small stamp. So once you've stamped your image, you then need to clean your stamp. Now I always use a good stamp cleaner. So simply remove the top, lightly scrub over the surface of your stamp, and then this is called a magic carpet. And this is what I use to get into all the little nooks and crannies of the stamp. You can either take the stamp to the carpet this way, or if you want to, you can lay the stamp so that it's uppermost and use it that way. And that way it gets into all the little spaces of all the detail and gets it nice and clean for you.